Hey guys, today I am in an exercise hallway where this is my treadmill and this is the new latest trend in Korea. I'm just kidding. This is the airport. This is actually the walkway from the car park to the airport itself, and it's actually a lovely day. It's so sunny outside. This is where you can get the buses from, just on the first floor when you arrive, and go to pretty much everywhere in Korea, all the other cities, but mainly buses to Seoul as well. And then behind me in that car park area there is a link to the building, which you can just see the tip of there, the metallic kind of thing. It has a cinema inside it and lots of other cool facilities. I'm not going anywhere, unfortunately. Well, fortunately I'm coming to the airport though, because I'm going to pick up my mum who's arriving in Korea today. See, I think that's like the smoking area down there. And then all the buses, you can also get the taxis on that side. I'm even getting dizzy here, so you're going to get dizzy as well. But it's just so nice and so quiet as well on a weekday like this in the afternoon. I thought it might be nice to just show you Incheon International Airport, Terminal 1, that's the original one, which was built before the World Cup in 2002. Before that it was Kingport, all the buses and everything. And yeah, when I first came here, I didn't even know it had been built for the World Cup. I was expecting Gimpo, which was way outdated, and this became like my favourite airport. There are other ones that are maybe a little more high-tech now, but Incheon International Airport Terminal 2 is fantastic. That opened up, I think, last year or the year before, and went there when we were going to the States the other day. But I'll show you around Terminal 1, at least as much as I can. Not going to go airside. I hope you enjoy it. This is the arrivals floor, and they've got it all separated. You can see over there the B by different flights. So if you search in advance, it'll tell you which gate your passenger is going to come out of, and then you can park accordingly in the parking lot. They have some cool stores in here as well, like at the arrivals, some bakeries there. You can see Tuleju, which is Korean but sounds very French, doesn't it? There's also Tucson Place, which is a coffee shop here, and then they got all these, I believe they're fake plants, but I'll go and check later, and lots of like really spacious waiting areas. This is actually like the in-between floor, the second floor, so there's not too much on here, although they did start up a new cafe over there, which is where I might wait for my mum actually, because it's kind of cool. I could just look down and see when she comes out and embarrassingly shout out to her. Over there is a Gongcha, which is a popular bubble tea place here in Korea. I think it's from abroad and it's a chain here. And then the obligatory Pyeonijjeom as well, the convenience store. And as is always with Korea, you got some good graphics going out on the screen over there as well. I guess just telling you information you might need after getting off a long flight. Over on this side they've got a Steph hot dog. I think that's an American brand, right? Tastes pretty good. And over there you can see some rental car places and currency exchange as well. I might travel up to departures despite not going anywhere, because that's usually where they have a lot of cool things, including some cars on show and stuff. So let's head on over to the escalator. There's an elevator there as well. So many options always in Korea for how to go up and down stairs if you like. Kind of sucks. I've come up to the departures area and they got a load of stuff under construction here behind me, which hopefully we can still go and see some cool things. And I guess the central area is the place where it's at. Just a little tip, if you do come to depart from Incheon International Airport, especially Terminal 1, it's really long, so make sure you get off at the right stop. Usually the taxi drivers, they'll ask you which airline you're flying with, and they'll drop you off at the right point. But if you see over here, there's so many different counters, and so you want to get at the right end, especially if you've got like some disabilities or you're not comfortable walking far. Me and my mum, last time I dropped her off here, she's got a really bad limp because she broke her leg, and I had to put her on one of the baggage trolleys and just push her the whole way. Okay, let me show you some more stuff here. This is how vast the airport is. It's like the massive structure. Before, I think it became that trendy to have like massive ceiling spaces in the airport. Very different to Heathrow when I used to fly around as a kid, with all the kind of departure information up there. But in the middle, you can see up there, there's a big Gucci advert playing on it. But there's a huge screen, and usually also some displays there and some souvenir shops as well. I think most of the time it's like Korean car makers there. There's lots of online check-in nowadays, like you have in many airports, as well as the regular ones, and lots of people. It's, I guess, early summer holiday season here. Nice signage everywhere. I've not seen this before. Ask Airport. Available from Naver TalkTalk and Kakao TalkTalk, the information service. So we've got smart tips for going to Incheon, like mobile check-ins, smart check-ins. What shall I ask it? It's not even working. Oh, there's a keyboard there, sorry. That's not even working. Well, that doesn't seem very smart, does it? Should we try the next one? Let's try this info airport. Hopefully you're better equipped. Oh, look at that. There we go. You can put it into English mode as well. And it's loading. It's fantastic technology. It doesn't work. Oh, there's my little question, I guess. Do you have... what should we look for here? It's a coffee shop. Just got a little keyboard down here. Hit enter. 고객님, 입력하신대요. 알아듣지 못했습니다. Not very smart. It doesn't understand what that's saying. That's a shame. It's giving you like example questions here. Like, give me information about the flight and how crowded the 출국장, so that's when you leave, immigration is. Tell me the emergency numbers, where's the Starbucks, things like this. Oh, I see, you've got to write in Korean because it won't change to English for some reason. Okay. Oh, it's not touchscreen, that's the problem. It's a mouse. Goodness gracious, in Korean, not touchscreen. That's quite rare. Let's write here then, Starbucks. A bit of promotion for Starbucks because they need it, they're not doing very well. Inter, Starbucks. Oh, there you go. Which one are you curious about? Let's go for Terminal 1. That's where we are. Terminal 1. This is so slow for Korea, to be honest. Do you want the tax-free zone or the general zone? Let's go general zone. Oh, that's cool. Terminal 1. The general area. B1. That's not very specific though, is it? Oh, it's got a link, so let's see. That's more like it. It shows you exactly where it is on B1. This is the centre of the departure area. They've got the Genesis on show over here, like Korea's premium sedan, made by Hyundai, but under like a separate sub-brand, Genesis. And look at that massive screen over there. That's what they got in the Starfield department stores, but now they got it here in Incheon International Airport as well. And then behind you can see up here, there's my finger, and over here some traditional Korean housing. It's not like a real hanok, but they've got a massive 식당 area, like restaurants up there. Oh, Sydney, it's raining. Today in Korea, it's like 30-something degrees. And then down in this square, I think some of the Arirang DJs have before hosted some concerts and stuff down there. It looks pretty cool, right? Oh man, the view is amazing. I'm going to take a photo while I'm filming this as well. Looks like a forest. I don't think those trees are real either. And then over on that side, they've got a load of like last minute duty-free, not duty-free, but souvenir shopping before you go airside. And then you can get loads of medicines at the Yakgog over there and things like that. They got more cafes as well. And this is checking in for some of the lower cost airlines like Jin Air and Jeju Air. Well, that's cool. That's a cool display. It changed to Seoul. I missed it. Let's go over this way as well. Wow, that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? All arty. On this side of the other display, there was the Genesis, and this is the Kia K9. They're actually part of the same group, Hyundai and Kia. And then behind me over here, you got some Jeonggwangjang, which is like Korean ginseng and stuff, and a convenience store, a digital store, and so much to buy on the departure side. It's like a lovely little shopping area here. If you live near the airport, which some people do, there's the island accommodation around here. You can come here and just shop, I suppose. They've got makeup and stuff over there as well. Everything you need. this is down to the concert area. They often have some bands or even amateur artists playing on the stage at Incheon Airport. And then you get loads of fans come here for the time being. And this is quite new, this LED screen behind it. That's amazing, isn't it? All those traditional Korean fans and stuff. And then down there you've got the fast food joints like KFC, which have recently started selling fried chicken skin, which was inspired from Jakarta apparently. And then Lotteria, which is Korea's kind of McDonald's. They used to have a McDonald's here, but I think it's disappeared. That's Kejoro Papsang, which is a seasonal kind of buffet restaurant, which is cool to have here if you want to have a nice meal before you say goodbye to loved ones. Or after a long flight if you're hungry. And I love the kind of fake nature in there, it's cool. Whoa, I could just sit here and watch this all the time, right? I think I'm going to take a selfie. Things that Korea's trying to do more of is medical tourism, because they've got some of the best hospitals and plastic surgery clinics in the world. And so straight out the airport you can get more information. I think you can pre-book on tours here. You see that machine down there, that's a blood pressure monitor. They have that in lots of like public institutes as well. And you can just measure your blood pressure for free in so many places. As I said, just outside on the first floor there's lots of buses that you can take to lots of the cities, and that's the building that this links to, where they've got a little mini shopping centre, cinema, I think a spa maybe over there, or that may be down here on the first floor, like a little Korean style jjimjilbang. You got the bookstore in B1, there's one on the first floor as well, and then that's quite a popular restaurant chain over there that sells noodles, I believe. And then there's some greetings here. Hello, Incheon International Airport. I just put in the international, but looks cool. Let's take a look at the map. Oh, it's got welcome in lots of different languages, so you feel like you're really welcome. Welcome to Korea. In Japanese, 한국 방문을 환영합니다. 방문 means like visiting or entry into the country. 환영하다 means to welcome. And I used to read Russian, but I've totally forgotten the Cyrillic alphabet, if that's what it's called. So I don't know. I just know Здравствуйте. Willkommen in Korea. That's German, isn't it? I studied that for long enough as well. Well, they even covered the whole of Great Britain apart from London. That's lovely of them, isn't it? Well, it's pretty cool. Hangul time. So it tells you the time in lots of cities with a load of Hangul randomly put on there, but I don't think spells out anything. So they're just trying to promote how pretty Hangul is. That's nice, isn't it? Tokyo and Seoul in the same time zone. Beijing. What's that? These clocks are wrong, aren't they? It's not 11:15 until Beijing. Oh, I mean they're not working. At least it looks pretty, I suppose. Let's continue walking down here. And they got this lovely glass kind of half see-through floor as well that you walk along the whole way. What really sad is that exhibitions like this on the second floor, which is where people rarely go, are hardly seen by anyone, but it's so cool, right? They've got the traditional duck things on sticks. It means something that I really should learn about. Here we go. Namu sodde, wood sodde. It's a tall wooden pole or stone pillar with a sculpture of a bird on top that was believed to be a symbolic village guardian. I knew that, I didn't read it. I was just looking in this direction for inspiration. It was erected at the entrance to a village to ward off evil and bring good harvest. If you didn't know that, you know, are you really a fan of K-pop or Korea or whoever my subscribers currently are? And if you're watching and listening to Daily K, you should already know this. I don't think we've talked about it actually. There's the Starbucks that I was looking for earlier. Yay! And there's some more cool exhibitions here as well. No one is going to see these, unfortunately, apart from if you watch this YouTube channel, which is still not properly named at the time of filming. It's the Nature in Korea. I guess this is real tree bark. I don't know if I'm allowed to touch it. It kind of feels real, but I think it's plastic. And there's no explanation on this. They just ran out of ideas, maybe. It looks cool, right? So this is where you can get all the airport bus tickets. They're pretty reasonably priced. I think to Seoul it's maybe like 10, 15,000 won. whereas a taxi will cost you about 70,000 won. They got all these interactive boards, not interactive I should say, just information boards here, which is pretty new. I haven't seen those before. I haven't got the bus from the airport for ages, because with a couple of kids and car seats and whatnot, a big van is way more convenient. And they got all this nice actual real nature outside, which is pretty cool. And then over there is the spaceship looking like kind of extra building, I suppose, which houses all the cool other facilities that you can find at Terminal 1. Built my short but sweet little tour of Incheon International Airport Terminal 1. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope I can make some more interesting content for you soon. See ya!